Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with my WWE Raw review for tonight, Monday, March 21st, 2016. Coming to you from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania as we head down that road to WrestleMania. 13 days away as this Raw is trying to get us excited and head towards WrestleMania. And this one tonight, not a lot of matches tonight. But it was more about building storylines for Mania. A lot of matches were made tonight. A lot of matches were added. Plus, a unique stipulation was added to a match at WrestleMania tonight. And also, we had some okay action, especially the opening match, proving why that should have been a match that belongs at WrestleMania. Instead of the direction they all take with the two guys in the match. The two guys that were in the opening match should be against each other at Mania, not the way they're being booked. And the first match proved it. Why that should have been a highlight match at Mania. So they hope to get things. Main event! Ugh, sloppy main event. Okay, main event. So let's kick it off with Stephanie McMahon coming out. Not getting as much of a heel pop or heel heat as she did. The feeling crowd was decent tonight. But they booed the right people, especially they didn't boo Stephanie that much, but when Roman Reigns came out during the segment, boy did he get his ass booed. Stephanie, before Roman did come out though, Stephanie was talking about the attack that Triple H suffered at the hands of Roman Reigns when he returned last week on Monday Night Raw after being attacked by Triple H at the War in Detroit when he had his nose surgery and all that stuff. Stephanie said the attack was not why Triple H wasn't there. He was attending to his business responsibilities in the WWE as a COO. His obligations to business. What the reasons? That's what she said. That's what she said, indeed. But she was talking about Roman Reigns getting his ass kicked in WrestleMania by Triple H. Here comes Roman Reigns who got his ass, like I said, booed out the building. Now, when I saw the schedule for all the walls coming up, I was like, man, they're going to put him in cities that he was going to get his ass booed at. You know, Pittsburgh. He wasn't in Chicago, though. But he was in Pittsburgh last week. Philly this week. Next week, the final wall before Mania is in Brooklyn. Roman Reigns, I got 2 words for you. Good luck. And he came out with about, I'm happy he's getting rid of the fan entrance. Finally came down through the entrance ramp last week and this week. So I'm even saying something. He's going to use the ramp from now on. So he came out saying, after Stephanie saying, you're going down. And he's like, shh. I'm the authority now. I destroyed Triple H. I'm going to take advantage. Like, he's like the anti-authority. They're trying to make him the Austin anti-authority guy, I'm going to beat up Triple H in your arena, in your ring, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. I know what they're trying to do, make him, the anti-authority figure, the guy that's against, who wants to fight the authority and will win. Because when you fight the authority always wins. He stole that from Jeremy Camp. And probably other authority fighting songs. But anyway, but it's not working. They're trying to sell him as this guy to rally behind because he's taking down the establishment. And he even said it last week. They're like, you want Roman Reigns to be the guy to take us down. Well, I want the authority to be taken down. But I don't think Roman Reigns is the guy that should do it. We want the Ambrose to be that guy. Anybody but Roman. Anybody but Roman. Anyone but you, Roman. Anyone but you. Bray Wyatt said it best in their feud last year. He said it best. And Stephanie tried to slap Roman, but he countered. Said, I want a piece of your husband. Too bad he's not here tonight. But at WrestleMania, he's going there because I am the authority. But later on, though, Stephanie had a lot of things to deal with. Especially with the Intercontinental Championship situation. With Kevin Owens still looking for an opponent for WrestleMania. A man that should be his opponent, that should have been an opponent at WrestleMania, AJ Styles. They had a match on SmackDown. They also had a match here on Raw. Proving why I've been saying it for weeks about rumors about AJ and Owens. There's the fight that should have happened at Mania. They proved why it should have been a Mania match. This match was really good until the ending. Really good spots. The power bomb from the top rope was awesome. The action was fast and furious. Great action between these two guys. Great striking. Great moves. Kevin going for the power bomb a few times. Of course, I love the spot when he did the kicks. Like Kevin got a kick. Like AJ kicked Kevin, and then Kevin kicked in a double kick spot. That was a cool spot. It was just a physical, grueling match. But then as AJ got his advantage in after getting pumped by Owens early on, especially coming from nasty kicks, including the Pele, Y2J, Chris Jericho came out to distract him. And unfortunately, that was the screwy ending. With AJ distracted by Jericho, KO took advantage, rolled up AJ, 1-2-3 victory for KO with the help of Y2J after such a brilliant match that was spoiled by a shitty ending. And like I said, a lot of people agree with me that Owens and AJ should have been a match of Mania. They should have been a great match. These two one-on-one, especially for the IC Championship, would have been an awesome match. But no, the rest of them taking with these two guys, AJ going against Y2J, and Kevin Owens being put in a multi-man match. You know what I mean? It's just, they should have been these guys one-on-one. And these guys proved it tonight on this opening match of Raw that this should have been a match of Mania. Proving my point and everyone's point that these guys should have been in the feud going to Mania for the IC Championship. Especially since some of the guys in the match they made tonight may not even belong in that match. 3 guys that did want a shot against Owens came out as Owens was blabbing after his win over AJ Styles, saying there's nobody worthy to face him in Mania, and I don't have an opponent yet. But then here comes 3 guys that wants a piece. Dolph Ziggler, Miz, and Sami Zayn, of course. So KO's like, okay, guys, you want a shot at me? Fight for it. Let's have ourselves a triple threat match tonight. The winner of that match will take on me at KO/WrestleMania. But as we saw later on, the shaft was thrown. So, we didn't have much matches tonight, but it was more about storyline building for Mania, especially with Dean Ambrose. When I'm thinking they're going with him being in a no-holds-barred speed fight, he's getting a lot of gifts from hardcore legends. Last week he got a barbed wire baseball bat from Mick Foley. This week, since he was in Philly, what the hell? One of the hardcore kings of ECW besides Foley, of course referring to his one-time tag team partner and real-life best friend and mentor, the one and only, middle-aged and crazy, WWE Hall of Famer, Terry Funk, giving him a chainsaw of a homage to his character he had when he was teaming with Mick Foley / Cactus Jack, Chainsaw Charlie. So he got a barbed wire bat and a chainsaw. He'll probably use the bat against Lesnar. Hope he's allowed to use it in that match. So that segment was kind of more exciting than his main event match tonight. It's because he was smoking with Strowman. Anyway, on to our next affair. With the New Days, Biggie taking on Rusev from the League of Nations. Of course, it will lead to a 3-on-4 match, handicap match at WrestleMania. They're saying it's for the titles, but as of right now, it's a non-title match. Shame! That's not for the titles. Shame! Like, shame us! Oh, God. Like, New Day's trying to be faces. You know what I mean? They're not heels anymore. They're trying to be faces now, especially the booty heels. They make sure you ain't booty. But sometimes I've seen this before. Good heels don't become baby faces that are good. Del Rio's the perfect example. And Kofi said it all doing that. So you had so much Del Rio. You were a great heel with the limos and the fancy cars you rode in with. And of course your personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez. But now you're stuck in the league of booty. See what I mean? He was a great heel when he was that sophisticated aristocrat character. And he became babyface and ruined it. Same thing with Big New Day could have that same fate. The first time they were babyface, they failed. Then they turned heel, they were great. So now they're trying to be babyface again. but they're so over, maybe they'll get away with it. You know, I thought it was a decent segment. I thought they were better as heels. But the hot garbage skit, that was kind of corny funny. Better than any of Roman Reigns' corny jokes. Because New Day is more entertaining than Mr. Roman Reigns. Because when it rains, it bores. Anyway, a lot of visual aids in this segment, which involved all the members. It was a little bit of a brawl. And the referee got back in the order as Mickey took on Rusev. Okay, man, there's a lot of outside ring shenanigans in this matchup. Trying to build up for the match at Mania. Because I've said this before, that these two teams should not even be feuding in general. But New Day is making the best out of this shitty situation by making these funny videos about the League of Nations, parodying them. Muchka! And I loved Kofi's impersonation of Sheamus. Fella! God, that was funny. That's the only good thing they're doing. They're making at least a good thing, making a good thing out of a bad situation. Instead of feuding against Enzo and Cass, they feud with the League of Nations. Anyway, it was more of a tough guy match, because these guys are all the big brutes in their respective factions. There was a nasty spots with big splash on the apron by Big E. And one of the nasty spots, I hope we didn't get really hurt here, is when Sheamus got involved a lot in the match. Just like the referee, there was a nasty spear from Big E onto Sheamus through the rope, through the apron, and Big E landed hard after that spear on Sheamus. And I hope he didn't get seriously hurt there. It was a nasty spill. But he landed hard after that spear on Sheamus. That was a nasty spear. So, think of all the distractions, all the people getting involved with big balls, with Sheamus and Barrett taking out Xavier at one point. But then Kofi came out of nowhere, with referee distracted by Sheamus again and all this outside shenanigans. Kick the hell out of Rusev. Kick the Rusev. Don't kick the Rusev. Kick the Rusev. Led up to the Big Andy from Big E and the 1-2-3 victory for Big E and the New Day. Big E wins. Big E wins. I'm not wearing my New Day shirt today, but hey, I'm a New Day fan. I know a lot of people don't like them. A lot of my friends don't like them, but New Day. So there you go. Now on to our next segment, which may not belong on this show. Big Show came out, of course, the winner of last year's Under the Giant Battle Royal. Now, he officially declared himself participant in his Battle Royal. Of course, he already announced Social Outcast would come in and interrupt Big Show about him trying to be a two-time winner of this Battle Royal. I think Sandow should have won it last year. He would have benefited from this more than Big Show, because what has Big Show done since winning Under the Giant Battle Royal? Nothing significant. What has Sandow done after the Battle Royal in losing it? Buried down the drain. Anyway, Social Outcast came out, make a little funny promo, and they got tossed out by Big Show and Kane, who came out as well. Just like a little preview of the Battle Royals, we got 6 participants, all 4 members of the Social Outcast and Kane and Big Show for the I Want a WrestleMania paycheck portion of Mania. That's of course the Battle Royal. A lot of things got revealed for Mania. Not just matches and stipulations, as I mentioned, but also, as I mentioned, my Attack Sports today, Stan the Lariat Hansen got named the next inductee in the WWE Hall of Fame for the class of 2016. And also they announced who's performing the American the Beautiful. It's Fifth Harmony. For those of you people who don't know who the hell they are, there's pop group, female pop group. I play their stuff in my shows. They got this decent song with it. But I don't think they're worth putting on WrestleMania. Putting in Fifth Harmony at WrestleMania is almost as bad as having Coldplay as your halftime show over the Super Bowl. Because the audience that watches Super Bowl do not know who the hell Coldplay is. I know Fifth Harmony's only doing America the Beautiful. But the audience of WrestleMania, especially people my age, who do not stay attuned to current music like I do because I'm a disc jockey. People my age who don't stay up with the new music, they're like, who the fuck are these bitches? At least it won't be like a 30-minute show like Kid Rock was that one year. It must be at 25. And I love Kid Rock, but that was not necessary at all. And it must be at 25. One of the biggest time wasters of Mania history. Next to wasting their time and money on Snooki. And Kim Kardashian. Anyway! On with our next scenario. must-win rematch against Chris Jericho and the man who beat him, actually, Fandango. Before we got, speaking of getting buried, it's still fun to do. Come on. Skin the moose. Philly did not do the Fandango. I still play Fandango's song at my shows, especially basketball games. It's just a fun song. You don't know it's a wrestling song. It's just a fun little dancing ballroom song, you know? You just hear it. It's just a fun song. It's a song that, it don't matter if it's a wrestling song. It's just, you play it anywhere. It's like you make people bouncing. Because, So if Fandango looked okay in the matchup, trying to go for a leg drop. But he missed it. Jericho, I do love Jericho heel. I love both Jericho face and heel, but when Jericho's heel, there's nobody better. Nobody does it better than Chris Jericho when he's a heel. Makes me feel sad for the rest, besides CM Punk, another great heel. Anyway, Jericho, great, decent action there. Okay matchup. As he was attempting to put Fandango in the was Jericho. AJ Styles came out trying to strike Jericho the same way he did to him earlier during his match against KO. By saying, because I think, why'd you take him out saying AJ Styles? AJ, because fans chanting AJ Styles. That's what Jericho saying that made him want to turn heel because people were choosing AJ. But AJ saying, Y2 jackass. And Jericho did get distracted, but Jericho didn't let the distraction get to him, as he would still capitalize with the goal breaker and a 1-2-3 victory for Chris Jericho, unfazed by the distraction for the phenomenal one AJ Styles. He went in the ring and a little ball came out till Jericho scurried out of the way. And Styles challenged him to WrestleMania. Now, as much as I don't mind Jericho and Styles are going to be putting on some decent matches. The match at Fastlane was okay. Some people didn't like it. Some people liked it. But in my mind, like I said at the beginning of this video, and also throughout the last couple weeks, AJ and Owens is the money-making match. That's the match that should have been at Mania. Not the match that we did get out of our next affair, the scheduled triple threat match to determine the number one contender as Owens was introducing him. It was not Sami Zayn, not Dolph Ziggler or Miz. It was Stardust, Sin Cara, and Zack Ryder in this triple threat match. And I was watching, I was like, wait a minute. I know they're trying to set up a multi-man match, like a 6-man match in WrestleMania for the IC Championship, or 7. But the other 3 guys, it's like, they kind of feel out of place. You got 3 guys who are actually gunning for Kevin Owens and deserve a shot, but these guys are getting tossed in. And I'm a big Ryder guy. So they did an okay match, okay action, but I get distracted by the fact that we were kind of gypped that, like I said earlier, Owens threw the shaft by not including the 3 guys that wanted the shot against Owens. And then came out fuming mad. And they attacked Kevin Owens after one of the participants got shoved by Kevin Owens in the DQ. Isn't triple threat matches not supposed to be disqualification? It was kind of stupid to end like that. Because if it's a triple threat match, there's supposed to be no disqualification. And there was a disqualification and the match was thrown out because of that. That's WWE logic for you. So the beatdown was on, as all 3 guys that got the shot were not too happy. As Big Ball was on and Kevin Owens. And this match, and all it did was set up the match that was made by Stephanie after the actions of, Owens not giving the right 3 guys the match. Having Sin Cara, Stardust, and Zack Ryder was an okay little match with some high-flying moves until, of course, the 3 rightful guys came out, which, of course, prompted Stephanie to put the ladder match together. Yep, for the 2nd year in a row, we got ourselves a 7-man ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, last year's 11-man ladder match was set up by people stealing the Intercontinental Championship match belt from King Barrett, who was still Bad News Barrett at the time. And that was like a stupid thing to build up a match. And the match was one of the best matches of Mania. And it was a great match, fun opener. But in my mind, Kevin Owens, he deserves a spotlight. He deserves to share it with one other guy. not having to try to get it with 6 other guys hogging it too. You know, Owens is such a big guy and such a great talented guy. He deserves to get an individual spotlight, not be shoved in with Stardust, Sin Cara, Zack Ryder, and Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, and Miz. Now, last year, I thought 7 guys was too much for this ladder match. I thought 7 was too many. But the ladder match at Mania with 7 guys was a pretty fun match. Probably considered one of the best opening matches in Mania history. Because it was such a fun opener. And a great match, even though it was sadly Daniel Bryan's final WrestleMania match. What turned out to be. But let's see what happens with this 7-man match. But the 3 guys that got in there, I thought when it comes to the other guys, I kind of thought Stardust would be in there, but Zack Ryder's a nice surprise. Sin Cara is a surprise too. It's like, hey, your partner's the United States champion. Of course, he's going up against Ryback. Now you get an individual title match too for the IC championship. So, this match would be cool. This match would be a decent match, but they all would agree. AJ and Owens would have been way better. And their match tonight on Raw fucking proved it. That these 2 should be the ones facing off one-on-one for an IC title match, not a multi-man ladder match. As much as it's going to be cool. AJ and Owens would have blown that match out of the goddamn water. So there you go. Stephanie made that match after the actions of Owens as she was leaving the building. And Triple H was in the car that picked him up. But as he opened up the garage door, the fucking garage door, Roman Reigns was standing in their path. And he opened up the door. They didn't lock the door. I'm sorry. That's bad logic. They didn't lock the door. So the door was wide unlocked. Open it up, grab Triple H with the screams of Stephanie blaring, and beat the crap out of Triple H, basically picking up where he left off last week with that big time street fight that he should have done doing, like I said last week. It would have had a lot more impact if he came out during the match, screwed Triple H, and give Ziggler a goddamn win. Ziggler got a match at WrestleMania anyway after losing to Triple H last week, but hey, would have been a lot more better. A lot more better impact to have Reigns help Ziggler win. But win or lose, he got a match at Mania anyway, as we found out tonight. So Reigns beat up on Triple H in the parking lot, showing him all over the area. Until Triple H slammed the door, punched Reigns after Reigns kept going at him, got quickly back in the car and scurried out of there before Roman did any more damage. They're trying to set us up nicely, but it's going to be a lot of hard work to try to convince us that we're going to be happy seeing Reigns lift up the title belt in Mania. That means we're praying for Shane to win at WrestleMania. I know there's rumors that he may not last till after Mania. Especially with the new stipulation they just added to the match, which I'll get to in a second. But, I'd love to see Shane win just to put somebody in the main event and save WrestleMania. It's going to take a savior again to save WrestleMania. It's been like the last couple of years, like one guy saved Mania. Daniel Bryan saved WrestleMania 30 with him winning, being shoved in the main event after fans were angry. Last year, Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank as the savior of Mania after we were angry about Roman Reigns being in the main event. And here we go again. Who's the savior? Should be Ambrose and Shane. We'll see. Speaking of saving the card, one match that could very well save the card, and could be a great match if they put a lot more effort into building it, is a triple threat match for the Divas Championship. Charlotte against Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. Of course, the 2 challengers were what Charlotte and Natalia, who was named tonight in a match we thought it was going to be coming up. It'll be a 4-on-4 Divas action. I thought it'd be like a 6-person Divas match, but it's a 4-on-4 Divas tag team match as Nikki Bella's sister Brie with Team Alicia Fox, Paige, and Natalia as a surprise participant. We saw Paige's involvement last week. Of course, they're taking the team of Lana, Naomi, and Tamina in a 4th partner to be unveiled. Maybe like a returning team like Layla or something. Who knows? But we kind of knew Lana and Brianna's little feud going. It would come into some sort of match at Mania. But it could be like a multi-person match because Lana's had experience. She hasn't wrestled that much in the ring, let alone wrestle on the main roster. This is her first main match on the roster. So she needs people to hide behind because she has inexperience. Here comes insert Tamina, Naomi, and their next partner to be unveiled probably next week. They have to by next week. So there you go. But the main Divas feud is definitely the Divas title match. With Becky, Sasha at ringside. Shaw had a match against Natalya, like I mentioned. They had a great match at Warlock. One of the highlights, if there was any of Warlock, besides the main event. Even though it didn't do anything to shake up the card, it was still a fun card. Warlock was with some good matches. The NXT title match, the main event, and of course the Divas match. Something to look at. And even though the match didn't have as much time as the match at Warlock, it was still a fun match between these two women. Anytime these two wrestle, they're great. Like Sasha and Charlotte have magic. When I see them wrestle, I never get tired of them wrestling. Same Shaw and Natalya. Prove out Natalya should have been in this match somehow. Instead of being stuck with Brie Bella and Alicia Fox and Paige. The match against Lana and Tamina and Naomi and the fourth partner. So they put a nice little clinic of a match. And the only good thing about this match, even though it was not a lot of time, at least Ric Flair did not get involved in the ending this time, like at Warlock. Yay! Thank you for staying out of it this time. Fun match, great grappling, great action. Both girls tried to go to submission holds. Charlotte for the figure 8, and of course, Natalya many times in a sharpshooter. But Charlotte would near her other big finisher. That's the natural selection. And the 1-2-3 victory for the Divas Champion as she stared down her two opponents who were playing commentary at ringside. They had a good segment on SmackDown for what I heard. And I know these three, if given the opportunity to break the change, to break the limitations, to have the type of matches and have the length of a match like they did in NXT, this should steal the show. And like I said, a week ago on my Attack Sports, that if they give Natalya and Charlotte a great amount of time at Roadblock, it gives us hope they'll do the same for these three fine, talented women and prove that these Divas revolving, the Divas Revolution, you want to call it, the women's wrestling movement is strong. It could headline and steal the show at WrestleMania if given the opportunity. And I hope they will, because there is hope. Now on to our next matchup, Dudley in action. Bubba Ray and Dudley taking on R-Truth. It was an okay little matchup. It was like kind of it was okay. It did set up some things, especially with this whole Golden Truth thing. Both guys trying to get a partner in, and that's like a funny little team. The vignettes have been kind of funny for the most part. Trying to be like the comic relief. And I like the name. The name's already built in. All they gotta do is just come together. Goldust was like R-Truth was playing hard to get. Now Goldust is playing hard to get. They'll both play hard to get now. So it's like, don't these guys just want to hug and just do it? So then, after R-Truth tried going for some big moves, with a little distraction from Devon, Bubba would capitalize with a big boot and a 1-2-3 victory for Bubba Ray. And the beatdown was on as they were both attacking R-Truth in a post-match beatdown, which brought out Goldust to make the rescue. But then he got beaten down. So here comes their WrestleMania opponents, they being the Dudley's WrestleMania opponents, the Usos coming in, super kicking Devon out of the ring, and double super kicking Bubba Ray. And they brought out a table at one point. Dudley's weren't going to use a table anymore. How about the Usos use a table? They were trying to put Devon through it. They were going to go off the top rope and double frog splash Devon through it. But then, just as they were about to, Bubba Ray made the same, dragging Devon before the Usos got the opportunity to put him through a table. So there you go. Maybe it could be a tables match at Mania. But now that the Dudleys claim that you won't see the tables ever again, even though they still kind of use them, we'll see how that goes. This is probably one of the most uneventful matches on the Mania card. So there you go. Like, not much of a story to build up with. Speaking of not much of a story, Shane and Taker would be a fun match. It would be one hell of a match at Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. But the story behind it's like kind of looping. Like the build up around it's kind of like not doing good. It's not making us antsy for the match. Is Taker really Vince's bitch? Taker's supposed to be fighting for him, but he's not on his side. Blah 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 blah. So Vince came out tonight saying he was gonna make a special announcement about this match. Is it gonna be a special guest referee? Replacing Shane with John Cena? There was that speculation. But instead of those stipulations Vince added, he added this stipulation. That if Undertaker loses, his career is over. Now, there was some sort of rumor that was going around that this match could probably have a stipulation about a career-ending match with Taker's career on the line in this match at Mania. And guess what? That's exactly the case. They're saying it's his last WrestleMania. If Taker loses, that means he may be done. That's why this match is so unpredictable. You can't tell who's going to win this thing. Like, who's going to take the fall? Now that Shane might be going away, it'll make Taker win. But it's like, we want Shane to win because we want the authority gone. And give people the push. They deserve it, not fucking Reigns. Guy like Ambrose. Who, of course, has Brock Lesnar in WrestleMania. And that match should be fun. Unlike his main event match tonight. Paul Heyman at ringside, he took on Braun Strowman. With the Wyatt family at ringside. The crowd said the best. This is boring. It was like, I knew Ambrose was going to carry the match. Because Ambrose is more athletic than Strowman is. But it was just a fucking one-sided beatdown, man. Ambrose tried going for his big moves. But Strowman's just a fucking giant. He's not as agile. You thought Big Show's not mobile? And agile? Fucking Strowman's a fucking non-agile freak. They're trying to build him up, but it's like, this match did not do anybody any favors. This match did neither of these guys any favors. This match. It was a slow beatdown. The crowd was like dead for that later half, especially after chanting, "This is boring." Even when Ambrose started making a comeback, the crowd was already dead. Kind of coming with dirty deeds, and of course, his big high-flying moves. But then I was like, you guys match against Lesnar. I won't be surprised if he decides to use a weapon to try to get himself ready for his match against Lesnar. That's exactly what happened. He grabbed the chair, used it on Strowman, got himself DQ'd. But then Strowman tried to go for a big move. Ambrose went for the lunatic clothesline. They delivered to the deed onto the chair and scurried out before the Wyatts could come in to make the save. He stared down at Heyman as Raw went off the air. Because Heyman was there, Lesnar was not. He'll be on SmackDown. It's kind of stupid he was not on Raw tonight, especially he was in Philly. Come on, ECW country. You had Terry Funk appearing. Dudley's wrestled, well, at least one of them did. And then Paul Heyman was there. It would have been more awesome if Lesnar was there. I thought they were chanting, "We want Lesnar" at one point, I think, during the match, too. There's like kind of a troll match. So, there you go. Okay, little main event. It's just like, okay, main event. Kind of a weird and Raw after such a decent Raw with some okay action and a lot of storyline building. A lot of matches added and stipulations added for matches at Mania. I think AJ and Jericho will probably be official on SmackDown Thursday or next week. Although, we would have loved to have seen AJ and Owens. If it's not at Mania, that should be SummerSlam. There you go. AJ Owens SummerSlam. That's best for business. They'll steal the show at SummerSlam. It might be one of the best WrestleMania. Like, Intercontinental match, you had a lot of great IC title matches in WrestleMania, but also great IC title matches in SummerSlam, too. Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect, Bret Hart, British Bulldog, Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. So if Owens and AJ could fight at SummerSlam instead of Mania, it'll make up for it. As much as we would love to have seen him at Mania, I think SummerSlam would be awesome too to see AJ and Owens. That should be the IC Championship match. If Owens even holds on to his championship after WrestleMania. Or long after that. Before SummerSlam. We'll see how long he keeps it. He's been holding it since right before Fastlane. So there you go. That is it. My Raw review for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Cannot believe we have one more wall left before WrestleMania. And a lot of shit should go down to make us really hyped for Mania. And they need a lot of work. It should be a very exciting wall, very interesting wall coming to us from Brooklyn next week. And hopefully all of the ingredients for WrestleMania, Shane, Tucker, Lesnar, Ambrose, Wayne, Triple H, shit should go down. Heading towards the final wall next week before Mania in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the review from Zach. Thank you so much for watching again. Thank you. See you later, yes.